What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks WNBA player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 2 picks, get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks in the WNBA tonight. If you have not checked out Prizepicks, would highly recommend you check them out. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like players' points, rebounds, and assists, fantasy score, free throws made, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go ahead and lock that in. Get that free money offer and start winning some money over here on Prizepicks with these picks tonight. If you are getting very serious, I do offer premium content packages. That is linked below in the description. Do offer lower tier packages if you're looking to get access to every single one of my Prizepicks WNBA core plays, my underdog WNBA core plays. If you're really looking to step up your game, get access to every single thing that I have to offer, the VIP member package is going to be where it's at. That's going to give you access to every single one of my tickets for all sports, all apps that I cover, the VIP play of the day, the research tab, and a whole lot more. So check that out. If you're interested and if you enjoyed this content, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It is free. It takes 2 seconds to do. Does greatly help me out, and I'll be helping you guys out with these videos for free all WNBA season long. So let's talk about it. We'll go game by game as we always do. Got a nice slate. Like I said, I got 2 picks that I really do like here tonight. And we'll break it down game by game. So, first game that I'd like to discuss is going to be the New York Liberty taking on the Atlanta Dream. This game comes in with a 171.5 over-under. It is a 10.5 point spread in favor of the New York Liberty, but they are expected to be without Sabrina Ionescu. She has been downgraded to doubtful. That's going to increase the usage for multiple players on the New York Liberty. I also think it could help keep this game close with that 10.5 point spread, but the lady that I want to discuss tonight, one of the best in the NBA, she's been crushing all season long. No surprise, it's Breanna Stewart. She is phenomenal all around in every single category. And in the fantasy scoring department on Prizepicks, she's just an absolute beast. 54.7% from the field. She's shooting 44.4% from behind the arc. 24.9 points per game. She's taking 5.8 free throws per game, where she's shooting 84% from the line. Over 10 rebounds per game. And then the steals and blocks upside is phenomenal with her. She's got a 5.1% block metric, a 2.4% steal metric. These are all really, really great things, and I continue to have her projected over for her fantasy score prop. It seems like a play I'm on like every single night for the WNBA, but until she gets up in the 50s, I'm going to keep taking it because it seems like I have her projected for 50 plus every single time she takes the court. So doesn't hurt my feelings. That Prizepicks is going to help us out with that, and we'll just break down her game logs for you guys before we go to the pick here, because you're going to see a visual real quick of how good she's been. 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks, 1 steal last time out to go along with 32 points. She had 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 blocks, 1 steal, 25 points the time prior. You can see those blocks and steals. If you're going to be watching my WNBA content throughout the season and you're hearing me discuss fantasy score props, you're probably going to notice I'm going to be a broken record when it comes to blocks and steals, because in the WNBA, it seems more than, in the NBA, there's just a ton of blocks and steals to go around, and the players that really rack them up to go along with high usage just seem to be fantasy score monsters, and Breanna Stewart's certainly in that category. Now you add the fact that obviously Ionescu is expected to be out tonight. That's just going to increase Breanna Stewart's usage even more, and like I said, it should help the game hopefully stay close so that there's less blowout risk for Breanna Stewart, but you get the point. She can score, she can rebound, she gets so many blocks and steals. She's an absolute fantasy score animal when it comes to the Prizepicks scoring format. For those of you that aren't familiar with the scoring format, I'll break it down for you real quick. You get 1 point for every point, 1.2 for every rebound, 1.5 for every assist, 3 points for every one of those blocks and steals. That's why you'll hear me reiterate and talk about those a ton, and -1 for the turnovers when you're targeting fantasy score. So, pick number 1. We will be going with the over 48.5 fantasy score here for Breanna Stewart. She has cleared this in each of her last 2 games, 3 of the last 5. And like I said, there is no Sabrina Ionescu tonight. That should be a nice little usage bump for her. Make her even more involved in the offense than she already is. These are all fantastic things that should bode well for her to hit the over here tonight for us. So, got it projected in the 50s. No brainer for me. Go ahead and lock in Breanna Stewart at the over 48.5 fantasy score prop, and that will make me happy for pick number 1 tonight. And then pick number 2, we'll kick it on over to another game that I have some interest in here tonight. Which one am I discussing? Well, it is going to be the Seattle Storm taking on the Phoenix Mercury. We have another fantasy score beast in Miss Ezi Magbagor. We've been targeting her a ton on the early season as well. If you haven't already, you should hear of her today in this video, because she's also a minutes and fantasy score beast this season. She's shooting 48.1% from the field, 3.7 free throws attempted per game. She shoots 70% for there, 8.9 rebounds. And once again, those blocks and steals, especially in the blocks category, have just been phenomenal for her. She's got a 6.8% block metric, a 2.3% steal metric. Leads the entire WNBA outside of Brittany Griner as far as starters in the block metric. And we're talking about like barely more. Brittany Griner, 2.7 blocks per game. Ezi Magbagor, 2.6 blocks per game. But the minutes have been way up for her. The role's been way different. We just talked about Brianna Stewart, who was on the Storm last season. She has now left, which has caused for Ezi Magbagor to have a much bigger role. And she has certainly been capitalizing on it. And I expect her to continue up the pace tonight. It's a plus 7-point spread, 161.5 over under. As long as the minutes are up, as long as she can avoid foul trouble, she's going to continue to crush this prop, because her fantasy score output's just been that good. And honestly, Prizepicks is not adjusted accordingly as far as the fantasy score prop's concerned. It looks like it did get bumped here as I'm discussing it. Did get this in at 33.5, just to be fully transparent. That's my pick, but it doesn't really matter to me because I've got her projected, let's see, in the upper 30s in my projection model. So even though it's up bumped to 34, that's less than ideal. I did get it in at 33.5. As I'm recording this video, it did get bumped. I'm still going to go ahead and promote the play because I do expect she scores in the upper 30s, if not 40 plus, as she has done in the last 3 games. You look at the output as far as the last 3, 43.5, 39.5, 44.4. She's been so good. Continue to target that fantasy score prop here tonight. And like I said, you look at the game logs, as like we did with Brianna Stewart, you pull it up how she's doing it. Ridiculous fantasy score output in multiple ways. 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 blocks, 3 steals, 13 points. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, 24 points. Those blocks are just so good, man. 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, 2 steals, 13 points. So a lot of points, a lot of rebounds. She has had some games where she's thrown in some pretty great assist numbers as well for, you know, a center power forward type of build, 4-3-3. These are all really great things for Miss Ezi Magbagor tonight. Going to continue to target her in this spot. For pick number 2, we're going with the over. It was 33.5. As I'm hitting the record button, shocker, it did get bumped up, but it doesn't concern me because, like I said, I got it projected in the upper 30s. Still going to go ahead and play that. If there wasn't as much of an edge, I'd be a little more concerned with the bump, but I could see her getting bumped up again to like 34.5. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people on her, as there should be. And hopefully, if you're watching this video and you're into the WNBA, maybe you got it locked in at 33.5. But regardless, I think she clears the prop. For pick number 2, we're going with the over 34 fantasy score here for Ezi Magbagor, and that will be my 2 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks in the WNBA tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It is free. It takes 2 seconds to do. It does really help me out. I'll be helping you guys out. The premium content is linked below in the description. It is patreon.com/KJK_DFS. You can just go to Patreon and search KJK DFS in the Find a Creator search bar. I should pop up. I would love to have you join over there. We're continuing to ramp up that content. If you like the free content, you're definitely going to like that. You're going to be more involved, get the push alerts as soon as I'm locking in all these picks. For instance, as you can see, just got bumped as I was recording. All my premium members, all my VIP members specifically are going to get that in before, because they get the alert as soon as I place my ticket. So it's all for me. Wishing you guys all the best of luck on your Prizepicks WNBA player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.